Hello and welcome to CryptoBoard. In this video, we'll delve into the history of Bitcoin, explore the technology behind it, and understand the concept of Bitcoin halving. So, let's jump right in. Bitcoin has become a household name in the world of cryptocurrencies. It was introduced by an anonymous person or group of people known as Satoshi Nakamoto. In 2008, Nakamoto published a white paper that outlined the revolutionary concept of a decentralized digital currency. In 2009, the Bitcoin network was launched, and it quickly gained traction as an alternative to traditional fiat currencies. What makes Bitcoin unique is its underlying technology, blockchain. Blockchain is a decentralized ledger that records and verifies transactions. Instead of relying on a central authority, like a bank, Bitcoin transactions are verified by a network of computers called miners. These miners compete to solve complex mathematical problems in a process known as mining, and they are rewarded with newly minted Bitcoins. This brings us to the concept of Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin is designed to have a limited supply, with a maximum of 21 million Bitcoins that can ever exist. To control the rate at which new Bitcoins are introduced into circulation, a mechanism called halving was implemented. Bitcoin halving is an event that occurs approximately every 4 years or after every 210,000 blocks are mined. During halving, the mining reward that miners receive for solving a block is reduced by half. Initially, when Bitcoin was introduced, the block reward was 50 Bitcoins. In the first halving event in 2012, the reward was reduced to 25 Bitcoins. The second halving in 2016 further reduced the reward to 12.5 Bitcoins, and so on. But why does Bitcoin halving matter? The purpose of halving is twofold. First, it ensures that the supply of Bitcoin remains limited, thereby creating scarcity. As the supply becomes scarcer, the theory is that demand will increase, potentially driving up the price of Bitcoin. Second, halving events help to control the inflation rate of Bitcoin. By reducing the mining reward, the rate at which new Bitcoins are introduced into circulation slows down over time. The halving events have significant implications for miners. As the mining reward is halved, miners receive fewer Bitcoins for their efforts. This reduction in mining rewards can affect the profitability of mining operations. However, it's worth noting that the value of Bitcoin has historically increased after halving events, potentially offsetting the reduced rewards. Looking back at previous halvings, we can observe some interesting trends. Prior to the first halving event, Bitcoin experienced a significant increase in price. After the halving, the price surged even further. Similar patterns were observed during the subsequent halvings in 2016 and 2020. However, it's important to note that past performance is not indicative of future results, and the price of Bitcoin is influenced by various factors beyond just halving events. So, what does the future hold for Bitcoin halving? As we progress towards the 21 million Bitcoin limit, the rate of halving will continue to decrease. Eventually, halving events will no longer reduce the mining reward, but miners will rely solely on transaction fees. This transition from block rewards to transaction fees will be an essential phase in the Bitcoin ecosystem and will shape its sustainability in the long term. It's worth mentioning that Bitcoin halving events are a subject of great speculation and discussion within the crypto community. Some argue that halving events are already priced into the market, and any price increases are a result of market sentiment rather than the event itself. Others believe that halving events will continue to have a significant impact on Bitcoin's value and adoption. In conclusion, Bitcoin halving is a fundamental aspect of the Bitcoin network. It ensures scarcity, controls inflation, and affects mining profitability. The history of Bitcoin, its underlying technology of blockchain, and the concept of halving are all interconnected, contributing to the overall success and adoption of Bitcoin as a digital currency. That wraps up our discussion on Bitcoin halving. We hope you found this video informative and gained a better understanding of this fascinating topic. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below.